For those of you who love the charm of an older home, well, you're in luck because today we're talking about Metro San Diego. If you dream of owning a piece of San Diego's past in the form of a Craftsman-style, Spanish Revival, or Victorian-style home, then stick around because I'm going to show you exactly where to find them. I'm Jamie Lennon, a local realtor, and today we're breaking down the historic districts in San Diego. If you're looking to buy or sell anywhere in the greater San Diego region, as always, you can call, text, or email me anytime. All my contact information can be found in the description below. What's referred to as Metro San Diego are the communities that surround the 1,200-acre park at Balboa. This is going to be the historic district in San Diego, with some of them being established before the turn of the 20th century. There's a total of 7 communities that make up this area, all with their own unique style, charm, and different budgets. So this is going to cater to those that are looking to live in a historic home or just an older home and kind of get away from the cookie cutter master plan communities, which there are a lot of those in San Diego. Our first stop is nestled atop a hill with some of the best cityscape and bay views. Welcome to Bankers Hill. This part of San Diego has the most Victorian homes, and some dating back to the 1800s. And I also feel like this part of San Diego reminds me so much of San Francisco because it's A, very hilly, and B, all the structures, the architecture, the Victorian style properties. And I wanted to show you this property that's currently on the market. This is an original condition and it has 15 bedrooms. So the reason why I want to show it to you is because it is such a great investment opportunity. You can rent out all the rooms or you can operate a bed and breakfast. I have so many ideas for this house. So if you want any more information, reach out to me directly. Along 5th Avenue, which runs north and south, is where you're going to find the majority of restaurants and cafes. This area is most definitely walkable, not to mention that it's right across the street from Balboa Park. It's an area rich in history, having some of the grandest historic homes in all of San Diego. One thing to note is this area is in the direct flight path, but really it's everything south of Laurel Street. So north of Laurel Street, you kind of get away from planes flying directly over your house. And over the years, a lot of these properties have been upgraded with additional soundproofing specific for airplane noise. So if you are interested in this area and you're looking at a specific property, just make sure, verify that the house has this additional soundproofing, especially if it's south of Laurel Street. But for all my aviation lovers, it's pretty cool to look up and see these airplanes flying directly over your head. They get very close. I recently had a client ask me what my favorite neighborhood was, and without hesitation, it is and will always be Mission Hills. As the name suggests, it's hilly all right, but that's part of its charm. You'll get stunning canyon views of the city and out to the bay. The streets are windy and they're clean, and no matter which street you're on, the homes and the landscaping is all meticulously manicured. There is North Mission Hills and South Mission Hills, or Midtown, depending on who you ask. But South Mission Hills or Midtown is going to be a stone's throw away from Bankers Hill, and North Mission Hills is north of Washington Street. This is one of the most prestigious and affluent neighborhoods in all of San Diego, and it's the perfect place for those who love architecture. There's anywhere from Spanish Revival, bungalow, craftsman cottages, Victorian, to custom-built modern homes. The homes here tend to be larger, but could lack yard space. See, a lot of homes here sit hillside, which means that there could be minimal yard or no yard at all, but you get the trade-off of having a stellar view. Most residents do their shopping in nearby communities, but you will also find local shops, restaurants, and cafes along Fort Stockton Drive and West Lewis Street. This is a neighborhood steeped in history, and it has some of the most gorgeous homes in all of San Diego. Plus, it's very charming and neighborly. You're gonna find the residents some of them have lived here their entire lives. When you have a home here, you tend to hang on to it. If there was a gold medal for most diverse community and colorful community in San Diego, it of course would go to Hillcrest. This vibrant community stands as the LGBTQ hub in San Diego, and that 65-foot pride flag says it all. Along University, 5th, and 4th Avenue is where you'll find an array of bars, restaurants, coffee shops, boutiques, and unique stores alike. There's live entertainment, festivals, and community events happening around the clock. It's energetic and it's vibrant. The homes in Hillcrest, they really do range, but a good rule of thumb is the closer that you are to University Avenue, that's where you're gonna find more multifamily dwellings, so a lot of apartment-style living. And when you get closer to Balboa Park, that's where you find more single-family homes. So the homes, around Hillcrest, they're typically on the smaller scale, so think 2-bedroom, 1-bath with a small lot. But the homes that are sitting on the park with the view of the park, that's where you get larger homes, just on a bigger scale. So there is definitely a range here. Now, just north of Hillcrest, we have the quiet and quaint community in University Heights. A lot of people classify this area as walkable because there is one main road on Park Boulevard which runs north and south, and that's where you're going to find the majority of all your shops and eateries. This area is tucked away off the 8 freeway, surrounded by canyons and parks. The main park being the old Trolley Barn Park, where you'll find summer concerts and community events. There's also going to be various lookout points, open space, and walking trails. The allure of this community is that it is surrounded by all these diverse and eclectic neighborhoods, and it's going to be close to any amenity you need. But I would classify University Heights as being much more low-key than its neighbors. And the houses, again, are going to be Craftsman, and they've been preserved. So this is a very nice, manicured looking community. And you do have older apartments, and then along Park Boulevard, you're going to find some newer, luxury, modern apartments. Now, the center of the art, craft beer, and artistic spirit is found right here in North Park. This area is dominant for the art, culture, and entertainment scene. The bar hopping intersection of University Avenue and 30th Street definitely hold claim to being the best beer neighborhood in the nation. There is a coffee shop on pretty much every street. You're gonna find used bookstores, secondhand stores, and art galleries. The homes are Craftsman, it's highly walkable, and it most certainly caters to those who are adverse to suburban living. The majority of homes here were built between 1905 and 1930, and they do range on the smaller scale. So think 2-bedroom, 1-bath, 3-bedroom, 1-bath. These homes are also built with detached garages, and over the years, homeowners have converted their detached garages into ADUs. So that has taken parking away, and people are kind of forced to park on the street. And because there are going to be multiple residents living on a property, it just means that there's more cars. The streets in North Park can be pretty congested with cars, and they are on the narrow side. And it's also good to note that there's a ton of multifamilies here. So a lot of those and apartments are going to be north of University Avenue for the most part. And then south of University Avenue is where you find majority single family homes. Now, I cannot talk about North Park without mentioning my favorite street, which is the best street in North Park, 28th Street. All these homes face the backside of Balboa Park, or more specifically, the 9-hole course at Balboa. These homes are larger than what you typically see in North Park. It's more private, it's quieter here, and it just has really scenic views. You can also see out to downtown here as well. They don't come on the market too often, but when they do, I always recommend snatching one up. We have North Park, and then we have South Park. Cartman not included though, right? Yeah. What is included is going to be a community very similar to North Park in terms of nightlife, craft beer, and entertainment, which will be found along 30th Street. And of course, the homes. This area is known for its classic bungalow and Spanish-style home. One difference that I noticed between North Park and South Park is the amount of trees and nature that's in South Park. You might think that's crazy because they're literally right next to each other, but you go into South Park and it's just rows of tree-lined streets. There's going to be more canyons, more parks, and more access to Balboa Park. And if you haven't guessed already, both North and South Park get their names from You guessed it, in reference to their locations near Balboa Park. Lastly, but certainly not of lesser importance, we have ventured south of Balboa Park into Golden Hill. This area is just on the outskirts of downtown. It was once known for being one of San Diego's most fashionable neighborhoods, and still today, you can see remnants of those once glorious old Victorian homes. It's home to the best West Coast pizza at Pizzeria Luigi's, which was dubbed Best Pizza by Guy Fieri himself. The views can be incredible depending on where you're located, and on a clear day, you can even see south of the border. Location-wise, this area is great for those who either work in downtown San Diego or just want to live close to downtown San Diego, but want more space. So instead of living in downtown where you're going to be in high-rise condo style living, you can go one block over into Golden Hill and you can live in a historic home and just overall just have more space, but still be in very close proximity to all the nightlife in downtown. In recent years, there have been notable real estate developments in Golden Hill with the addition of modern residents while still preserving their architectural integrity. This is seen with a wide range of townhomes and condominium complexes, and there is so much more to come. So right now there are 3 development opportunities out there, and they're all with their own zoning restrictions, but they aim towards the same goal, and that is multifamily housing. San Diego's historic neighborhoods are a treasure trove for those enchanted by Craftsman-style homes. Whether you're drawn to the panoramic views of Bankers Hill, the storybook charm of Mission Hills, the eclectic energy of Hillcrest, the bohemian vibes of University Heights, the artistic spirit of North Park, the small town feel of South Park, or the historic allure of Golden Hill, there is a Craftsman home waiting to become your piece of history. Hey, thanks so much for following along with me today. And like I said before, if you are looking to buy or sell anywhere in the greater San Diego region, know that you can reach out to me anytime. Give me a call, shoot me a text, send me an email, because I want to help you make a smooth move out to the best in the West when the time is right. And I'm going to leave it the same way I always do, friends, and that is to stay classy. San Diego.